Good morning, everybody. So today we have an iPhone 11. This board is here for a motherboard short. A different location told him that it was a CPU, but thankfully he brought it in here, and we were able to determine that it's a VDD Main short. Main was shorted. We just literally took off the underfill on a cap, measured it, and boom, 0.00. That's VDD Main short. Because this is my life, it's not on the top of the board, so I gotta split it. It's currently in the preheater. Let's take a look. Alright, I don't know if y'all can see. Let me see if I can get it out a little farther for you guys. Oh, too far? Alright, here we go. And it's already smoking, but smoking. That's the board right here. I really wish I had a better way to record board splitting, because it's so awesome. Like when we, especially when we have to put it back together, and it does that whole thing where like the board collapses. Like, it's so cool. It's the coolest. Like I wish I could catch it, but let's see if we can catch it on camera today, because I want to catch it on camera. I will BRB. Let's let that heat up a bit more. Oh man, I totally missed the lift. I'm so sorry, you guys. It's been a hold my hand day today here at Tortello's with our prepaid customers. There we go. So this looks good right now. Doesn't look like we got any rip pads. Just a couple missing. So we are gonna check the XW. Come with me. Let's see. What does the XW say about those pads? Most of them back here are ground. So down here at the bottom, let's see. From the bottom, let's flip this real quick. There we go. Let's go. Who are we missing? Something right about here. We have this right here. Then 1, 2, 1. This one directly. Oh, that looks good, no? So the other side, my bad. 2, 3. Okay, that's a ground pad, perfect. Then right towards the middle of this one. And 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Another ground pad. The top, right by the third cap, we have another ground pad. Perfect. As long as we're ripping ground pads, who gives a shit, right? Pardon my French. But so far, this is looking excellent. So we are gonna turn this off. Let this be. So now what we are gonna try and do is check the top board. All right, here's our top board. Let's check for rip pads up in this sucker. Looks good for the most part. Yeah, looks pretty good. This one's acrylic little mingled, but I might be able to just put it back as is. Alright. It doesn't look like there's any solder balls. Perfect. Give me 1 minute. Alrighty, gang. So far we've separated the sandwich, and I went ahead and checked the top layer for short, and there's like a weird consumption where it starts at 10 milliamps and then it drops down slowly. I tried with thermal cam, couldn't catch anything heating up quickly enough. So we are gonna check for the short on the bottom board now. Let's hop along. Alright. So here we have our bottom board. We're gonna find a good place to check for that short. That's easy enough. Let's see what would be a good spot. We got that cap right here at the corner, which could very well be, yep, this is right here. Cap right here at the corner, this one right here. which is most likely gonna be this one right there at the corner. So we're gonna put it in diode mode. Oops, diode mode and continuity mode, just so you guys can hear the beep. You guys hear this, then that means there's shorts. Red probe on ground. Interesting. Let's check on here. Huh, interesting. 467. Very weird. Okay, so maybe the short is not at the bottom board. Either way, let's check a different cap. There's one right here next to that IC. Where is it? IC and put on one. That one that's right in between. This one right here in between. Go ahead and check that cap too. Right probe on ground. Left side is ground. There we go. So there is a short. Maybe that cap really. There we go. We still have a short on main. So let's hunt down that short, shall we? So guess what? With the power of the thermal cam, we've gone ahead and found the guilty cap. We posted a video of that on our gram. And the guilty cap, let me flip this over, is this one right here that I'm pointing at. So what we're gonna do is, because there's so many on main, we're just gonna flip that right off the board. And look at how small that is, people. I don't think you guys can even see how small this is. It's ridiculous. Look how tiny it is. A little grain of sand. A little grain of sand caused all that problem. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna check if we still have a short on main. Give me a minute. Get my multimeter set up over here. There we go. Continuity mode. Pardon the noise out there with the children. And let's see. Alright, probe on ground. There we go. One side is ground in silence. And 2.86. Back to its glory. Beautiful. Short on main has been resolved. Awesomeness. I'm gonna go ahead and pause this. We're gonna prep this board, put it back together electronic, and hopefully maybe we can catch it collapsing, because like I said, I love watching that. So BRB. Alrighty guys, so now comes the hard part of the job for me, which is reballing this board. Thankfully we were able to get the board off as smoothly as possible without ripping any balls besides the ground pads. But to be honest, I've never put an 11 back together, only the 10 series. And I think like a few tennis maxes, but never an 11. We're gonna pray that I don't fuck it up. Stay put, people. Let's see what happens. Alrighty, so let's see. Can y'all see? It's still a little blurry. There you go. It's a bit of y'all. There you go. So for the most part, this looks pretty good. What we're gonna do is we're gonna first. Oh, I want to flex a little bit. So I'm gonna have to clean this up so much. Okay, so we are gonna add some flux to this. Help that flow better. Go. Yeah. Hopefully. Is that too much flux? I fucking hope it isn't. There we go. I think that's good enough. So we are gonna just like this here. Okay. There you go. There you go. Then let's try and clean up that old board, the top board, before putting it back on there. Alright. That looks pretty good. Christ. 1 minute, guys. Alrighty, so now I gotta figure out how we're gonna line up this board. Should be right about there. Because you wanna always make sure that it's properly lined up. Right about there, I wanna say. Looks pretty good. Alrighty, gang. And go. I'll be quiet now. I promise. There you go. It's coming. I'm starting to see the smoke. Let's see. It's hard, man. Ay, ay, ay. Body all day. You think it looks ready? I don't know how long to wait. And I'm scared to tap it because the balls were so perfect that it's like, just leave it be. So I put a coin on top of it just because one side looked slightly lifted and was making me nervous. So put a coin on top of it, add just a little bit of weight. Now it's looking far more even. I'm not entirely sure though. I feel like might need a couple more coins. So it doesn't look like it really sealed, so we're gonna give it a shot again and ask Coach Jesse Cruz what he suggested I do. He sent me some call notes from the Fixer program, and I took some pointers from there. And what we're gonna try and do is we're gonna try and hold it from both sides, opposite ends, to get it to like smush down almost. So we'll see how it goes. Let's give that a gander. Right now it's back on the preheater. We're waiting for this to just get nice and toasty, start smoking up, all that good stuff. And once it starts smoking up, I'm gonna go ahead and like hold it from the corners, and hopefully that does the trick, right? Alright, I think it's go time. Wish me luck, y'all. So we're gonna try and hold it from opposite sides at the same time. And 1, 2, and 3. We're just gonna keep holding until I see no more smokies. So far, so good. We'll leave it right about there because that was my side of concern. Okay. Hopefully I'm not putting a crazy amount of pressure. Should be good. Technically, it might be good enough. Let's see, I'm trying to look from the sides so if you can see. There's a little gap there. There's a little gap. I wish I had tweezers open enough. Maybe if I go like this, that might help. Okay, let's try this one more time. Do this. We're gonna try and open the tweezers and go like this, and that might help. And we're gonna smush them together like this, and hopefully that's gonna help. We're gonna keep holding. We are holding. You guys think that's enough time? Okay, and let's let it smoke up a little more. So excellent news, the phone turned on, touch Wi-Fi is working. Only thing that doesn't seem to be working, it's doing that, it's not charging. So you plug it into the charge port, it's showing 0.00. Check the panic logs, and it's showing that the it's either missing a thermal sensor T0W, which I believe that's for the battery. So we are gonna check the battery connector right now, make sure that's making contact, and take it from there. All right, let's go here. Boop, boop, and let's see. Battery connector. There we go. Here's our battery connector. This middle one right here should be the one giving us a reading. So, where's my thing? It's back here. Move this. Starting to get a little crowded in my space. Yeah, battery is detected. 271. That's so good. Okay, so let's run voltage then in this case. Where's that cable? Here we go. Got the cable right here. You're gonna plug it in and hopefully get a steady 3 point something. Let's see. There we go. For this test, it's black probe on ground, and red probe is gonna go right here in the middle. 3.51, yeah. No, that's good. So, actually 4.25. 3.51, my bad. Okay, so that is reading normal. So let's try a good old-fashioned charging port first and take it from there. 1 minute. Hey guys, so quick update. The phone was doing the infamous 3-minute boot loop, and it's been pinned down. That is possibly due to the battery connector. So right now we are in the process of harvesting one of a good donor board. I've already pulled the connector off the other board, so now we gotta split this board again, just to put the connector. So yeah, split the board, put connector, sandwich it back up, and hope and pray for the best. Alrighty, stay tuned, y'all. Alrighty, so here is our connector in question, ready to be removed. So we're gonna add a little plugs on it, and we are using, what is it, 365 air with 55 airflow right now. Let's see if we can get the sucker to come off. Boom. Off. And looking pretty good. We want to line this up just as we can. Good. It's pretty toasty. So, like this kind of. Here. Let's see right about there. think maybe a little too far. Yeah, right there. Right about there should be good. Hopefully, give that a minute to settle. Alrighty, so now the terrible part, which is putting this back together. Let's see how this goes. Let's see if I can still do it. Because the first time it went crazy smooth, or sort of kind of smooth, and yeah, now we gotta do it again. So, okay, stay tuned, people. Let's see. Alrighty. Pretty good. No red pads, which is all that matters some days, right, guys? No rip pads. Okay. Looking pretty good right there. Must be my teach telling me to go home. It's like, go home, Breeze. That's not workload. Yeah, here we go. It's pretty good right here, I want to say. Right here's something pretty good too. Okay, so turn that sucker on. Just like last time, I'm gonna let it melt. Oops, maybe just a little bit. Bump it up right up here. A bit of, ow, that already burnt. Bump it up right about there. Just a little bit more. Ah, fuck, too far. Too bump. Too far of a bump. Okay, well, let's do it like that. Right there, looks kind of good. Let's let it melt. I'm gonna hold it. So, replacing the connector did not fix the boot looping issue. So it looks like we may just need to replace the charging IC, and hopefully that does the trick. It's about 11:39 here right now. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I apologize. So let me come with me. Let's find that chip we need to harvest from the toner board, and harvest it, put it to the side, and then reball it, split the board again, place it tomorrow, all that good stuff. Meanwhile, let's see, charging IC. So that's our top board. We're looking for U3300, which is this guy right here. That's our charging IC. So it should be fairly simple to pull. We should be able to just knock that right off. Let's see. Let's see how I fucked up. Like this. So here. Okay, let's see. What was it? CPU. Okay, so CPU is right here. Then I've got this. It's gonna be just right here at the corner. Alright, so it's gonna be this bad boy right here. Okay, let's see. Be a good angle. I wanna say right about here. Be a good angle. Okay. Right orientation dots at the bottom. Let's see if I can get a picture of that or screw that up. Go to temperatures. So we're gonna pull this IC and we are gonna hope we can pull it without fucking up any pads, so we don't have to fucking read all this. Alrighty.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away. Try to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts
ball looks a little suspect. Swap the side of the Q-tip. And go. Okay, one moment. Okay, so now that there's 1 minute. Okay, let's try this one more time. All right, so starting to run a little low on my flux. So this is the IC in question. We gotta remove. We're gonna add flux to it. We're gonna put it at 365.65 and pray to the soldier gods that this is as smooth as it can be. So just to reiterate, we're trying to fix a no charging issue and no battery data issue. So when we plug it in, the phone isn't really detecting that it's, connected to a charger or whatever. It goes up to like 300 milliamps which is obviously not an acceptable rate on this one, and that is on a known report. We also, when we plug it into 3D Tools, it doesn't give us a battery health percentage. It says no data. And usually when that happens, that just means that it's not detecting it. So it could easily be the charging IC or the battery connector. We have already removed the battery connector. So, oh god, that's beautiful. I never had it come out that pretty. But nonetheless, no rip pads, nothing. All still look a little more even, so we're just gonna nip that in the bud, fix it up real quick. So for 1, 2, it's over. Flip the board like this. It's just we need to be comfortable, not the board. That's rule number 1. Alright, we got rid of that unleaded solder. That's on here. There you go. That should be good enough, I think. Okay. And then we're gonna have a Q-tip. Yep, there we go, Bubba's. A Q-tip. Gonna clean that up. Oh, that's beautiful. Doesn't that look pretty? Nice, even pads. Nothing out of place. I want to run some diode mode readings of this just kind of quickly. This bothering me a bit. Do this real quick. Okay. 1 minute, I'm gonna run some diode mode. Alrighty, so excellent news. Took diode mode readings of each one, each pad, and they are looking copacetic. So, for the moment of truth, we are going to be placing this IC, and hope it works for the best, right? Oops, that just felt like a little too much flux. Orientation dot right here. I'm gonna place that IC. Okay. Good enough. Oops, a little too far in there. Okay, let's try this again. Say, what about here? Alright. I'm gonna hit it with the hot air. Oh, snapped into place. On the fly. There we go, done. That's it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. We're gonna let that cool down. Then we're gonna clean up this board because it's looking a little like a flexy mess. And then we're gonna test it with 3D tools and see what happens. BRB. So, quick update while we are on hold with customer service for someone else. We checked the top board only, and it's charging at over 1.3 amps. Unfortunately, we can't really access 3D tools because it hangs on that last number on the code. So we are gonna go ahead and be confident that that charging issue is resolved. So we're gonna sandwich this back together. So let's see how that goes. So I have excellent news. That last reball, so remember how it had stopped charging after we reballed it. I believe that's what I said last time. And we took it apart, we did the reball again, and it's nice and tight now. The way I got it to actually work this time was I had it on the preheater for 5 minutes, then turned it off, and right away held both ends down for 5 minutes, and I timed myself. And then after that I released, let it sit for 5 minutes for cooldown, and then I got it off the preheater, and that seemed to do the trick. Right now it's been holding steady for about 30 minutes or so, charging my known good battery. I don't know if you can tell right here, that's my battery. Wi-Fi works, obviously. You know, we got his apps right here. Then we got add customer name, go to general and about. He still has a really old iOS, and we hide his thing. You can see modern firmware's present, so he's gonna have a signal. Obviously, once he puts his SIM card in there, obviously, phone says no SIM as it should. Let's check cameras. So rear camera is working. Front one's working clearly. Obviously, screen's working. We're still gonna run all the tests through the Apple diagnostic system. Customer wanted me to use his original battery, but it looked really poofy. I don't trust it. So they are absolutely okay with using one of my batteries. And you know, call it a day. Obviously, speaker's working because we have YouTube playing right now. Oh, and it's charging at 5.3 amps. Not sure if y'all can see. There we go. A little bit of it, like this way. There we go. 1.53. So that's looking good. We're gonna do the AST2 console diagnostics, and hopefully they'll pass. Looks copacetic, and we'll have him pick it up. Thank you so much for seeing through this journey and this really long video. Over here is 56 minutes. Once I learn how to edit, I'm sure it'll compress down, but yeah, it's a lot of work. I want to say thank you to Coach Jesse. He gave me most definitely Coach Jesse Cruz from BCC Board Repairs. He gave me, a lot of clarification on the steps I needed to follow as I had questions. Same with Coach Lave, providing me with call notes and videos on what steps I should take for diagnostic. And obviously Coach Ben for keeping us profitable with workflow. Thanks so much, everybody, and have a wonderful evening and great rest of the weekend. Bye, y'all.